first and foremost, I want to give thanks and recognition to God. And what makes today so special is because, it's my birthday. Just to give you some insight, my mother was born April 7th. She passed away in 2018 on April 8th. And then my birthday is April 11th. So around this particular time, I'm flustered with so many different emotions. As you can imagine, I can't be more thankful for each and every day. I treat every day like a holiday, and I don't do that to minimize the importance of giving recognition to myself. I do that because I don't want to take no moment for granted. As I typically start, 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna get right into my dynamic warm-up. Now, when you have an athletic build, it's super important to focus on your ligaments and your tendons. Because as we're getting older, reality kicks in, our bodies don't catch up eventually. It's important to focus on the fundamentals. That way you can get the most out of your body and the ability to have a healthier lifestyle. So every machine that you're performing is a little bit different. So you have to understand how to modify it in order to get the most out of it. To really be able to grow those quads, we need a full contraction at the bottom where that calf is almost touching our hamstring. Now, it can be limited based upon your ankle mobility, knee stabilization, some irritation at the knee, or even your hip flexors. And so when we're performing any type of exercise, it's our ultimate goal to assess, how does it feel? What am I looking to get out of it? And how am I able to challenge myself in a safe way? I always start with some form of a calisthenic. That way I can assess how my body's feeling. At that bottom position, going through my full range of motion, balls to foot, boom. Pressing up. Squeeze that core. It's important to understand, every time you go into the gym, man, it's not gonna be your best day. But that doesn't stop you from getting the most out of it. Some days you're gonna feel stronger than others, so that's the game. But if you are focused on being intentional, you'll blow yourself out the water. Oh, let's put your weights back too. Sometimes it's not even just about the workout. It's about being intentional and just showing up. Allowing that momentum to continue to carry you out towards seeing real growth. And ultimately, I'm just showing up and celebrating myself and the version of myself I continue to want to strive for each and every day. It gets challenging, man, seriously. This is a place where you don't just show up because you want to be perfect. This is a place about building real character. You'll find yourself within it if you can just continue to put your best foot forward. This is very similar to a hack squat machine. The distinguishment is the positioning. It gives you the ability to be able to focus on loading heavy while keeping and minimizing the amount of contact on the back. I have a bullet disc in my lumbar spine, I believe my L1, S5. For anybody that knows what it's like to have one or just have back spasms or irritations, it's nothing to play with. So you have to be intentional. You have to understand how to execute, but how to get the most out of it without cheating yourself. This is one of my favorite devices to use for my core. So I'm gonna go across the body and one at a time. So it's just like that, man. At the end of the day, it comes down to how you want to make the most out of the time that you're given. We don't know our end date, but we do know when and how we can start. You ain't gotta know everything. All you gotta do, show up with the intention, be willing to learn, try, and make the adjustments as you go along. There's a guy that I met a while back, man. It's something that he said, break the body, build the spirit. You're doing something that most people aren't willing or who aren't willing to dare themselves to. And understand, that's not a concept of competing. It's an understanding of if you do what most aren't willing to do, you reap the reward that most won't gain. Just remember, show up, make the change, be the change, maximize life, the fitness, be who you desire, my dogs. Let's keep getting after it. If you stay to the end, I appreciate it. Let me know if there's anything that you'd like to learn more of. Make sure to like, comment, and make sure to subscribe and send to somebody who needs to see this. All right, my guys. Just keep getting after it. You can't put a price or explain what it feels to be grateful for all that I have, for all that I lost, for all the insight in which I've been able to learn from all my setbacks, trials, and tribulations in life. It's not about just having all this wisdom and knowledge. It's just really about, man, I am who I am because of the ups and downs. Always give thanks to God. You know, what most people don't understand, man, is like when you're striving for so much in life and you know that you're gonna accomplish those things, it's just a matter of time. Personally, I get so caught up in just trying to make it happen where it's like, you gotta be intentional, but also be reflective at the same time. Sometimes to understand, you know, this moment right here isn't gonna last forever. You know, this gym and where I'm at, I'm not gonna always be here. And for the people in which I've encountered, those who've inspired me, you know what I'm saying, within just all walks of life, you know, be grateful for it, man, because it's gonna be gone sooner than you think. So yeah, I'm just grateful, man. It's an opportunity for me to just reflect, and something that, you know, I don't take lightly. Hopefully when it comes to like my spirit and my perception of how I'm trying to perceive through the camera and on the lens, y'all can see the poisonous, you know what I mean? Just keep getting after it.